Good morning, class. Today we will be looking at page 95 of your English class book. So let's look at activity 1. I'll read the dialogue and then we will do the questions at the bottom. And I do believe that the blue girl is Nancy and the pink or the purple is Fatima. So Nancy says, "Do you enjoy the international food party at school yesterday? Did you enjoy the international food party at school yesterday?" "Yes, it was great. There was enough food for everybody and it was delicious." "What was your favorite dish?" "I loved the Moroccan couscous dish." "I didn't like that one. There were too many spices in it for me." "What about the Spanish tortilla?" "There wasn't enough salt in it for me." "And the Greek salad?" "There was too much oil in it and too much garlic." "Did you like anything?" "Yes, there was a delicious Indian drink made from mango and yogurt, but there weren't enough glasses for everybody." "Well, at least you liked something." Let me zoom in a little bit here. That's better. So, number one. Number one. Nancy liked the couscous dish. So remember, Nancy is the blue. So let's look where they talked about couscous. No, sorry. I think Nancy is pink and Fatima is blue. I think. Yes. Actually confused. Number one, Nancy, the couscous dish. Okay, so let's presume that that Nancy is pink. Yes. So, true or false? Nancy liked the couscous dish. Here it is here. I loved the Moroccan couscous dish. So, the answer is true. Nancy liked the couscous dish. Number two, Nancy didn't like the Greek salad. Okay. So Nancy says, I love the Moroccan couscous dish. What about the Spanish tortilla and the Greek salad? So the only person that spoke about eating the Greek salad, eating or trying the Greek salad was Fatima, and she said there was too much oil in it and too much garlic. So number two is false. Nancy didn't like the Greek salad. We don't know if she tried it or not. Okay, does that make sense? Because it doesn't say if she tried it, we can't say if it's true. Number three, Fatima didn't like anything at the party. So Fatima is the blue. Fatima didn't like anything at the party. So Fatima says that she didn't like the Moroccan couscous. She didn't like the Spanish tortilla. She didn't like the Greek salad. Nancy says, did you like anything? Fatima says, yes, there was a delicious Indian drink made from mango and yogurt, but there weren't enough glasses for everybody. So true or false? Fatima didn't like anything at the party. I think that's false because she says that she liked the delicious Indian drink. Okay. Let's look at number three. So it's another one of those tables that allows us to choose answers as we go. So, there's too much oil in the salad. There's too much spaghetti on the plate. There are too many spices in the dish. There are too many what does it say? Aubergines in the basket. I think aubergines is a fruit. There isn't enough black pepper in this soup. There aren't enough mangoes in the dessert. So let's start with this section here. Why do we use isn't and aren't? So there isn't and there aren't. Or there are enough. So there is enough black pepper, or there isn't enough black pepper. There are enough mangoes in the dessert, and there aren't enough mangoes in the dessert. Why do we use is or isn't and are and aren't? So, mangoes is plural. So, we use are instead of is because it is plural. So there are enough mangoes. Black pepper is singular. If it said black peppers, then it would be plural. So there is, or there's, enough black pepper. That's singular. Okay? There's too much oil in the salad, or there's too much spaghetti on the plate. And there are too many spices in the dish, and there are too many aubergines in the basket. We use too much and too many and enough to describe quantities, so the amount or the number of objects and people. So which of these can we use with countable nouns, and which of these can we use with uncountable nouns? So if it helps you not to get too confused, don't worry about it saying nouns. Just say which of these do we use when we can count the amount of something. Okay? So if there's too much that we can't count the amount, then we would say, and if there's and if we can count what is in the amount, then we would say too much or too many. Okay, let's look at this example in question 4 and see if we can figure out how to effectively figure out what to use in what sentence. There are papayas in the bowl. What do you think? There are too many, or there are too much papayas in the bowl? I think it's there are too many, sorry. There are too many papayas in the bowl. There are too many papayas in the bowl. 2. There is salt in the soup. There is too much salt in the soup. There is couscous on the plate. There is too much couscous on the plate. There are tomatoes in the salad. There are too many tomatoes in the salad. So, we use too many when we can count how many objects there are. There are too many people. There are too many tomatoes. There are too many spices. Okay? When it's singular and we can't count how many of something that there is, we say too much. So there is too much salt in this soup. There is too much oil in the salad. Okay? That's because there's so many that we can't count it. And it also helps that more often than not, if it is singular, like couscous or salt, then, or water, there is, singular, then more often than not it will be too much. Okay, if it's plural, like papayas, tomatoes, coconuts, these are all plural words, it will most likely be too many. Okay? So I want you to practice saying these sentences out loud, and maybe you can even write them down if that will help you. And we'll do it one more time. So there are too many papayas in the bowl. There is too much salt in this soup. There is too much couscous on the plate. There are too many tomatoes in the salad. There are too many coconuts on the shelf. There is too much water in the glass. Okay. Number 5. To talk about the pictures, use enough or not enough. So these are apples, I think. Okay. So, in picture 1, I think they're all drinking orange juice. And you can see each of their glasses is full. So we say enough or not enough. Enough means everyone has some. Not enough means not everyone has some. Juice or whatever it may be. So in this picture, because each glass is full, there is enough. In this picture, you can see this boy, his glass is empty. So there is not enough. So a complete sentence, which I want you to write sentences in your books to send to Maite for question 5. So write the sentence for number 1, using enough or not enough. So I will give an example. There is enough orange... Sorry, I'll start again. There is enough orange juice for everybody. Okay. There is enough orange juice for everybody. I'll say it one more time. There is enough orange juice for everybody. Okay. Number 2, as we said, it's not enough. So, there is not enough orange juice for everybody. There is not enough orange juice for everybody. Okay. 3 and 4, I want you to do yourself. Here we can see there's 4 apples and there's 4 people. Is there enough apples? Are there enough apples or not? Here, there's 3 apples and 4 people. Are there enough apples for everybody or not? So the same sentences you wrote for 1 and 2, I want you to write for 3 and 4. Okay, but using apples instead of orange juice. Once you've done this, go to question 6 and think, what are there too many of in your classroom? Maybe there is too many students, or there are too many students. Maybe there are too many tables. Okay? So take some time to think or imagine in your classroom what there may be too many of. Okay? So remember to send your answers of question 5 to Maite. With question 4, you can do them verbally or you can write them in your book to have more practice. And also practice saying these sentences. Okay? Making sure that you match each of them. Good luck.